Regino of Prüm was a Benedictine churchman who served as abbot of Prüm and later of St. Martin's at Trier, and chronicler, whose Chronicon is an important source for late Carolingian history. Biography. According to the statements of a later era, Regino was the son of noble parents and was born at the stronghold of Altrip on the Rhine near Speyer at an unknown date. From his election as abbot and from his writings, it is evident that he had entered the Benedictine order, probably at Prüm itself, and that he had been a diligent student. The rich and celebrated imperial abbey of Prüm suffered greatly during the 9th century from the marauding incursions of the Norsemen. It had been twice seized and ravaged, in 882 AD and 892 AD. After its second devastation by the Danes, the abbot Farabert resigned his office and Regino was elected his successor in 892 AD. His labors for the restoration of the devastated abbey were hampered by the struggle between contending parties in Lorraine. In 899 AD, Regino was driven from his office by Richarius, later Bishop of Liege, the brother of Count Gerhard and Count Matfried of Hainaut. Richarius was made abbot. Regino resigned the position and retired to Trier, where he was honorably received by Archbishop Radbod and was appointed abbot of St. Martin's, a house which he later reformed. He supported the archbishop in the latter's efforts to carry out ecclesiastical reforms in the troubled era, rebuilt the abbey of St. Martin that had been laid waste by the Norsemen, accompanied the archbishop on visitations, and used his leisure for writing. Regino died at Trier in 915 AD and was buried in St. Maximin's Abbey, Trier, his tomb being discovered there in 1581. Works. Regino's works are edited in volume 132 of Min's Patrologia Latina, La Harmonica Institution and Ton Arias. Regino's earliest work was Epistola de Harmonica Institution, a treatise on music which he wrote in the form of a letter to Archbishop Radbod. Its primary objective was to improve the liturgical singing in the churches of the diocese and probably to ensure Radbod's support for this. He also wrote the Ton Arias, a collection of chants. Chronicon. Regino's most influential work is his Chronicon, a history of the world from the commencement of the Christian era to 906, especially the history of affairs in Lorraine and the neighborhood. It was dedicated to Adalberon, Bishop of Augsburg. The first book, which ends in the year 741 AD with the death of Charles Martel, consists mainly of extracts from B. Paulus Diagonus and other writers. Of the second book, the first part is a long excerpt of the Royal Frankish Annals down to 813. The latter part, from 814 AD onwards, being original and valuable, although suffering from faulty chronology. If the author's own statement is to be believed, he has here relied chiefly upon tradition and hearsay for his information. The work was continued to 967 by a monk of Trier, possibly Adalbert, Archbishop of Magdeburg. Regino's Chronicle is an important source on Bulgarian medieval history in that it is the only contemporary text hinting at the organization of the Council of Preslav. Historians who made use of Regino's Chronicle include Cosmas of Prague. The Chronicle was first printed at Mainz in 1521. Her ecclesiasticized disciplines. Regino also drew up, at the request of his friend and patron Radbod, Archbishop of Trier, a collection of canons. Libri duo de synodalibus causes et disciplines ecclesiasticis, dedicated to Hatto, Archbishop of Mainz. It was a work on ecclesiastical discipline for use in ecclesiastical visitations. The work is divided into 434 sections. The title of the work in Min's edition is Libellus Declisianiscipiliscipliniscitreligione Christiana. Collectus ex Jesu Domini Metropolitani Rathbodi Treverici Urbis Episcopi, Originone quondam abbate Prumiensis Monastery, ex diversus Sanctorum Patrum Conciliis a Decretus Romanorum Pontificum. Substantial portions of this work were included in the Decretum Burchardii of 1012. Section 364 is the so-called Canon Episcopi, dealing with popular superstition.